Hello, everyone. We are back with another episode of Mind Life Bliss Listen to Young Minds. And today's topic is introvert versus extrovert. We often use these words, and many times we misunderstood to imply that someone is shy or outgoing. The true essence behind these two words, introvert and extrovert, lies in the child's personality preferences, the way the child spend and recharge their energy. The people whom we label as extrovert, they recharge their battery by being around the people, while the other one, whom we label as introvert, they find themselves to be energized when they are alone. And when they are around the people, they find it to be draining. But no one is born introvert and extrovert. Have you seen a child, the newly born child, the newly born baby? Whenever the child feels hungry, he or she cries. The child never waits that I am being introvert, so I'll wait for the someone to come and feed me. But what happens after so many years? Is it the environment which suppresses the few basic instinct in our children? Let's discuss this interesting topic with our today's guest, Miss Riddhi Khandekar from Mumbai. Hello, Riddhi. So, welcome to this podcast. How you are feeling?
I'm feeling really great, and thank you for welcoming here for the podcast, giving me a chance to speak up.
Great. So, before we start our topic, can you just introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah. So, hello everyone. My name is Vidhi Khandika. I'm living in Mumbai, and my school is Reliance Foundation, Koperkeme. My aim is to become a doctor, and I believe in a quote like, "Quiet people don't talk a lot, but they absorb things that's going around themselves."
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Okay, Riddhi, so you understand our today's topic. It's a deep topic. Okay. So, a straightforward first question from my side. How will you differentiate between an introvert and an extrovert?
Introverts are basically those people who are quiet, sitting alone, who are not able to speak up much in front of the society, like not able to express their views in front of the society. They know what's going on with the situation, whether it's good or bad, but they are not able to sit or they are not able to speak up in the front of the society. On the other hand, extroverts are the person who are able to understand this a situation and able to express the situation or able to express themselves in the front of the society. They're not afraid by the bombarded questions by the society. They're able to express themselves, and that's the thing. That's the main difference between an introvert and an extrovert.
Wow, what a definition. I am impressed. Wow, nice. So, Riddhi, uh, as you are saying that introvert children, they like to be alone. So I'm just reiterating it in such a way that introvert children, they recharge by being alone. They listen a bit more than they speak. And while extroverts, they feel bored or they feel sad when they are alone, even for a short period of time. So, do you actually think that one specific behavioral trait, either extrovert or introvert, is beneficial? If yes, then why? And if no, then why not?
The beneficial trait of an introvert that they are good listeners. Like, suppose a speaker is speaking, and an introvert would listen to him or her very nicely and quietly. He will not bombard question on the speaker immediately, and rather than he or she will listen him or he quietly, and that's a beneficial trait of an introvert. And on the extrovert, that's the thing that they would be able to express themselves. They are not afraid to ask questions. That's the main thing. That's the beneficial thing of an extrovert as well as an introvert. But my point of view is that they are good in their own ways.
Okay. So it means they both are having some specific traits, some specific qualities, which both the things are good in some way or the other. That's what you are telling. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So now again, a very specific thing which we feel nowadays, that there are certain beliefs of our society, and the society includes the parents as well. And there are specific beliefs about an introvert child. So, what do you think? Why this specific behavior? I've listened to many parents and they keep on complaining, my child is introvert, my child is not speaking a lot. So, do you actually think that this particular behavioral trait, that is introvert, is considered a problem by the parents?
See, I just want to say here, like, introverts are generally stereotyped by the society because society think that they don't speak much, so they won't be able to contribute to the society. And from the beginning, the society has taught us to be an extrovert, communicate with people, be a social speaker. And from the beginning, I've also experienced that. My parents are telling me to speak a lot, speak with friends, speak with everyone. But mine is that being an extrovert and introvert doesn't matter. It's just that you're good in your own way. It's my point of view. Like, you're good in your own way. If See, I've experienced that a group of people are speaking here and I'm sitting aside. I'm like, how should I get into their talks? So that's the main thing I've faced a lot in my childhood. But I think that where I'm comfortable with my friends, I speak a lot with them. And I'm like, okay, that's okay for me. So my point of view is that if you're like this, I'm happy with that.
That's the point. I'm happy in the way I am. That's the point. I like it. Okay, so I'm again reiterating a question in a different way. For example, there is a teen girl who is not a party lover but find it interesting to discuss art and culture, history and finances with interesting people. So, what I'll call that teen girl, an introvert or an selectovert?
According to me, that girl wouldn't select words. She would be an ambivert because she's comfortable in her own environment. Like going not to the party, it's okay, but you're comfortable and you were able to communicate in your own personal and you're comfortable with that. So I think that she would be an select word or an ambivert, or rather calling her an introvert. It's like that.
Excellent, excellent. We are going very deep into that conversation. Okay. Again, a very deep diving question. If a child is driven by the world of concepts, the world of ideas, inner experiences, enjoys solitude, and get energized with the constructive thoughts, what I'll call this child? A calm and composed, brainy, intelligent, or introvert?
According to the characteristics you mentioned, the questions, it would be an intelligent child. But according to me, like it depends upon the social condition of the child. If he's able to speak up in the society, then he would be or she would be an ambivert or an extrovert. But according to his social status, if he's not able to speak up in the society, not able to not contribute or communicating in the society, then he would be an introvert. It's upon the social status of that child. He obviously is an intelligent, but according to his social status, he would be decided as an introvert or an ambivert or an extrovert.
So it depends, everything depends on the scenarios. There is nothing we are labeling anyone that this person is introvert, this person is extrovert. Everything is driven by the society, I believe. What I can conclude from your
Yeah,
answers.
exactly.
Okay. Now, again, we are going to a significant question. Do you think there is any sign or any kind of science behind the theory of introversion or extroversion? And do you think
These
that one more thing, do you think that this particular behavior, any behavior, is it regulated by the outside environment or the inner chemicals, which we call hormones? What's your view?
Like the traits that how the person behave in front of the society, that only divides or categorizes people into three, that's introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. So it's upon the behavior, the traits that person is falling in front of the society. And I think according to me that inner hormones or the chemicals doesn't play a major role in this. It's the outer environment or the type of people you're interacting with. This plays a major role according to which that categorizes you in the three parts. It's my point of view.
Good. So, till now, we are moving towards a discussion wherein we are understanding that the environment is playing a very significant role. Okay. Again, from a different angle, I'm asking a different thing. We all know that human being is a social animal and we love socializing. And these behavioral traits are always comparative. For example, somebody tells that you speak less in comparison to your sister or you speak more in comparison to your brother. So it's always comparative, it's always objective. So, do you think it is reasonable? It is good to tag the kids for such specific behaviors. Probably sometimes I feel to work on my idea and I feel to sit alone for some time. And probably sometimes I'm working on a project where I would like to gel up with the people, would like to work with my team. So is it good to tag the people?
According to me, it's not good to tag people. And communicating with people, it depends upon the type of people you're speaking with. Like, suppose in the question you mentioned about the mom, according to me, I'm comfortable with my mom more than my dad. So I would be speaking a lot with my mom rather than my dad. So here it refers to the type of person it's speaking and the comfort level with that person. If you're comfortable with that person, you will be speaking a lot. You will be very open with that person. And in the teamwork, suppose there's a topic, I know a lot about that. I'm very comfortable about that topic. I will say that I can do it my alone. I don't need team. But in case of teamwork, I'll say that I need some people to help me with this work. So it depends upon the situation you're going with. According to this, you will be able to say like, I'm more comfortable with this, so I will be speaking a lot. I'm not comfortable with that, so I would be less speaking a lot. I won't be able to communicate well with that. So it's like the comfort level in the comfort environment you are in.
Okay. So it means we are again moving ahead that we cannot label. I cannot put a tag on my hand that I am introvert, or I cannot put a tag that I am extrovert. I will decide when I have to speak and I'll decide when I have to listen. That depends on me.
Exactly.
Perfect. Perfect. So, Riddhi, we are moving towards a different question. Any problem do you feel? Do you feel? I'm just asking you to imagine any situation. Any problem do you feel are being faced by an introvert and an extrovert as well in their childhood and during their teenage? What problems do you see can happen in the future as well if I keep on labeling myself as one specific trait? That is one. The other question in which I'm asking related your message, because again and again we are talking about that's the environment which decides. So your message to the environment, and here my environment means my parents, my society. So your message to the environment so that they stop seeing the specific behavioral trait as a problem. They should stop seeing. So, what message you would like to give to the society?
In my childhoods, I faced problems in majorly in my friends' birthday parties. Like they my friend, she has a best friend also. She speak a lot with her best friend, so they kind of ignore me. So I'm like, how should I involve with them? They have formed a group or a group with many certain people. So I feel like how to combine with them, how to speak a lot with them. So this is a major problem I face. But there again comes like, if I got a comfort level, if I got a friend, I speak a lot with her. It's just like that.
See, like if you be an introvert or an extrovert,
It doesn't matter. You should accept the way you are. You should accept the way. Like if you don't speak a lot, you should accept that, because according to like that, there would be nothing in a way. It's the hard work you to put forward in order to achieve success. But on the other side, if you're not accepting the way you are, then there would be always bombarding questions in the way, or you will be always trying to get accepted by the society. So these are the kind of things that people say. But according to me, is that you are good in your way. If you're an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter. You're better in your own way. So that's the main message I need to say to this whole society.
So, Riddhi, I just want to ask one more thing. Have you labeled yourself any tag?
Actually, yes, I have. I have labeled that many times. Actually, my friends also have labeled them. I have said myself as an introvert, but actually, recently I wrote a speech on introverts. But and after that, I'm like, I'm better on my way. I'm good as I'm. So I'm not labeling after that. I'm good with my thing.
Excellent, excellent. And after this entire conversation, I would like to ask each and every listener and each and every audience that did you feel that this little girl who is responding to all my questions, and the questions were very interesting and little heavy as well, do you think that this little girl is having any specific trait? Is it good to label introvert and extrovert? Please reply in the comment box if you felt like that. My personal comment to you, Riddhi, at not a single point of time I felt that I should label you or any other child in this world. We all are having our specific environment, and we are wise enough to decide, as I said earlier, when I have to speak, when I have to be silent. That is the best quality which every human being has been blessed with. So, at the last, my message to all the viewers, I believe we should stop keeping our youngsters in a box which is labeled. Stop label. Let them fly. Let them live their life. As our today's guest is saying, let them be what they want. So stop labeling them. And if you want to be in any kind of interesting conversation on this Mind Life Bliss podcast, so you can write to us on our mail, that is mindlifebliss at the gmail.com. It is in the description. And you can fill the Google form. The link is already given in the description box. You can connect with us. We would be having more interesting topic, more insights in this interesting podcast. Thank you so much, Riddhi, to giving such an important points in this important discussion. Anything else you want to say?
I just want to say, like, stop labeling everyone. You should be the one who you are. You are born with things, and just be the way you are. You shouldn't change the thing that God has already given you.
Phenomenal. God has given you. I like it. So thank you, everyone. Keep watching, keep listening. Thank you.